Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back again. We're at the 787 cockpit, holding point of runway 27 of Mumbai. We are ready for departure, and let's assume we've been cleared for takeoff from runway 27. Now, when we get the clearance, we do the before takeoff procedures followed by before takeoff checklist. So the procedures goes as follows: landing lights on, strobe lights on. Then transponder modes selector to TARA, that is traffic advisory / resolution advisory. Once we do that, we change the range of both the NDs. And then one pilot goes on terrain and one other pilot flying goes on weather. So once we've done that, we are ready to line up. Okay, once on the runway, we can set the go-around thrust. For the go-around thrust, you see there's a small toga switch on the thrust lever, which, like I mentioned in my previous video, it doesn't work on my actual thrust lever for some reason. So we'll put the thrust manually. But for takeoff, we increase the thrust to 40% and wait for it to stabilize. Look at the indication. Once it's stabilized, we'll put the toga switch, which in my case not working, so I'm gonna press it manually over here, and there it is. So takeoff thrust is set. Just hold the stick forward for a while. 80 knots checked. V1 rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Now what I'm doing is I'm just following this FD guidance. It's a thrust ref, LNAV and VNAV speed. Just follow the FD guidance over here. Speed is accelerating. You can select flaps to 5. Yeah, look at that, it's just following the FD flight directives. Speed is accelerating again. Flaps to 1. Let's take the autopilot. Open up the speed window. Accelerate manually. LNAV VNAV is engaged. Accelerating. Flaps up. And you see the airplane is turning all by itself. "4,000 feet is the transition altitude for Mumbai." So we hit this standard button over here. After doing that, we can see the S standard here on the altimeter as well. Let's accelerate to 250 knots. Okay, after the flaps are up, we do the takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, landing gear is up, flaps are up, takeoff checklist is complete. 10,000 feet, 10,000 feet procedures. Landing light off, runway turn off, lights off, taxi light off, strobe lights will keep it on, and seatbelt signs to off. 10,000 feet procedures complete. After 10,000 feet, you can continue to accelerate. So let's close the speed window. And it's a good practice to always align your heading with your path. The weather radar on the simulator gives a quite an aggravated image. In real life, if this was a situation what we see in the ND, we would be avoiding every red dot over there. Aircraft, if enters a red, the weather is going to be punching the airplane up and down. So basically the autopilot is going to take the airplane all the way to our cruising altitude, which is 350, and it'll continue that way with whatever speed has been set. So that's just about it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again in the next one. Thanks, bye.